Tyreek Hill, aptly nicknamed Cheetah for his blistering speed, has been a prominent figure in the NFL since his 2016 debut with the Kansas City Chiefs. Over 9 seasons, splitting his time between the Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins, Hill has amassed impressive stats: 798 receptions, 11,098 receiving yards, and 82 touchdowns. His accolades include 8 Pro Bowl selections and a Super Bowl ring. However, Hill's off field life has been less than stellar. In 2014, he faced a domestic assault conviction involving his then pregnant girlfriend, Crystal Espinal. Fast forward to 2019, and he's under the microscope again for a child abuse investigation concerning his son, though no charges were filed. And the plot thickens. By 2023, Hill's name was entangled in multiple paternity suits. Reports suggest that he fathered several children with different women about the same time, leading to legal battles over child support and paternity acknowledgments. Enter Kita Vaccaro, a woman who's far from just being Tariq's wife. Born and raised in Florida, Kita is a tech entrepreneur with a degree in entrepreneurship and marketing from the University of Miami. She's the brains behind the fitness app OwnFlow and has launched other ventures like Investices, aimed at connecting startups with investors. And Kita isn't new to the limelight either. She starred in the reality show WAGs to Riches over on Netflix. And that show kind of peeks into the lives of professional athletes and their wives, right? The show highlighted her journey through marriage, pregnancy, and her business ventures. And with everything that has been going on in Tariq's personal life with his baby mamas and such, you can imagine this relationship has been on a roller coaster, right? They got engaged on July 4th of 2021. They tied the knot on November 23rd, and their daughter Capri was born last November. However, marital bliss has been, short-lived for this couple. And on April 7th, 2025, a domestic dispute at their Sunny Isles Beach condo led to a 911 call from Kita's mom, Alicia Vaccaro.
At exclusive video of Tyreek Hill on the balcony of his Sunny Isles condo Monday as police are responding.
Battery to the daughter. The subject is the husband on scene.
The call goes out. Police race to the Porsche Design building in Sunny Isles Beach on Monday.
Subject is Tyreek Hill.
The mother-in-law of Miami Dolphins star wide receiver Tyreek Hill calls the cops. The call goes out as an assault in progress.
Subject black male wearing a white tank top.
When police get there, they make contact with Hill, his wife Kita Hill, and their child.
I'm ready for it.
They also speak to Tyreek's mother-in-law, Alicia Vaccaro. Let's get right to the police report. Quote, Vaccaro stated that Tyreek is very aggressive and impulsive, and that he has anger issues, and she is afraid for her daughter. And when she saw Tyreek arguing and throwing her daughter's computer to the floor, and later grabbing her granddaughter and start walking with her in his arms towards the balcony of their 35th floor residence, she called the police.
Get out! Get out!
Remember last September when he was pulled over by Miami-Dade officers outside Hard Rock Stadium on game day? Those traffic citations were eventually dropped.
Straight out of the police report, Tyreek's wife tells cops that her arguments with Tyreek are becoming more frequent. When she told him he wasn't involved enough with the baby, she says he grabbed the baby, and she's now in the process of filing for divorce.
While both Tariq and Kita denied any physical altercation, officers noted a bruise on Kita's chest. No arrests were made. The very next day, Kita filed for divorce, citing an irretrievably broken marriage. Her filing includes requests for child support, spousal support, a parenting plan, and temporary residence at their Miami home. Listen, this incident isn't an isolated one in Hill's off-field narrative, okay? Beyond the domestic disputes and paternity suits, he's faced other controversies, including a 2024 lawsuit from plus-size OnlyFans model Sophie Hall for battery and negligence. Now, Sophie claims he broke her leg while practicing a football move in the backyard. You heard me. She was playing football. Girl, anyway, look, although she was terribly injured, she admitted she not only still had sex with him that night, but also the following day. Wait a minute. Never mind, y'all. Child, anyway, look, if I had to guess, this wasn't Tariq Hill's first time getting aggressive with Keita, okay? That's just not how these things usually go, right? People don't wake up on Monday and then suddenly turn violent. Keita told police he's got an anger issue, right? Her words. And frankly, nothing about his history screams first time offender, right? I wouldn't be surprised if there had been other incidents. Maybe not physical, right? But aggressive? Absolutely. But women, especially women like Keita, sometimes carry this quiet hope that, love will fix it. That maybe I will be the exception, right? And listen, look, I get why she might have thought that. I do. She got a ring and she got him down the aisle. But by the time that wedding happened, Tyreek had already racked up 6 kids with other women. Then 3 more popped out while they were together. That's 9 before Capri even entered the chat. Capri made number 10. 10. At that point, you're not even building a family, you're building a franchise. A franchise of broken homes at that, okay? And look, I know some of y'all are already thinking, where are the men in her family? So here's the thing. Just because a woman has brothers, uncles, a daddy who will spin the block for her, that doesn't mean she always loops them in, right? Keita's got Kenny Vaccaro in her corner, retired NFL safety. Not just some nobody, but women don't always bring in the family, right? Into their personal business. Pride, shame, hope, hell, you pick a reason, right? There are many reasons why they don't do it. And still women will stay with these men through it all. And sometimes it takes a child in danger to snap some of these women out of that harmful cycle. And if I were to guess, I would say that is what happened here in this case. And that's why she called the police. Listen, that police report, yeah, it says a lot without saying too much. According to the statement, this whole thing popped off because she told him he wasn't doing enough with their daughter. That's it. That's what triggered this man, right? That's when he snapped, likely punched her in the chest, hence the visible bruise, smashed her laptop, snatched the baby, and stormed towards the 35th floor balcony. 35 floors high. I said the balcony is on the 35th floor, okay? You don't need a vivid imagination to picture why her mom dialed 911 with zero hesitation, right? This wasn't a spat. This was an entire scene. One scary enough that even with no arrest, Keita filed for divorce the next day, okay? The very next day, right? That's a woman who's done before the cops even showed up. That's a woman who's already drawn her line in the sand, okay? She's done. Look, Tyreek can run a 4.2 and cut across zones like poetry. But at some point, he's not going to be able to outrun this accountability, okay? But luckily for Keita, she walked out with her safety, her child, and hopefully, fingers crossed, some peace, right? Sad story, folks. Anyway, what do you all think about this? Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, bet you know now.